Hi everybody, it's day 4, and I just got home here about an hour ago. I'm really tired this morning. I spent about the last 3 hours at work last night cleaning and cleaning and cleaning more and hanging upside down and cleaning and climbing on things and cleaning and climbing under things and cleaning and dancing around and cleaning because I had my headphones on at the time. So I'm worn out, and then I had to go get my oil changed afterwards, so it put me a little late getting home. And I'm debating right now whether I want to just flip on some Xena and crawl into bed and go to sleep, or if I want to shower first and then go to sleep. I'm hoping my neighbors don't decide to start drilling the wall again. Yesterday I slept so terribly yesterday afternoon because they kept drilling. I swear, it sounded like they had a jackhammer beating on the wall. And I can sleep through a lot of stuff. Everyone can attest to that. One of the England parties, they were all astonished how much I slept through stuff. And I actually go to sleep faster when I have some sort of random ambient background noise. Like here at home, I'll just leave my if I've got Xena episodes queued up, I'll just let them keep running, and I'll fall asleep. I'll watch them later if I miss it. But it's just, I don't know, it helps me zone out. But that, no. Can't sleep through that. There's no way in hell. So I kept waking up every time they did that. And the neighbors had another screaming match going on next door, and it was like, that's the hazard of working third shift and living in an apartment complex. Everybody else is on a flip schedule, and they start doing things, which is perfectly acceptable. You know, if people are going to make noise, the middle of the day is the time to do it. Don't do it at 3 a.m. when everybody else in the building is sleeping. But those of us who are on a flip schedule pay the price. And I'm glad that I could sleep through a lot of stuff, because it means I actually get sleep. But when they pull, on the wall, forget it. It isn't going to happen. So I wear myself out, and I'm actually functioning right now off my lovely Monster. I already had a amp, I think, earlier in the night, and then this one, and yeah. Took my my written exam for my baker stuff tonight, and I'm sure it went well. It was a breeze. I whipped right through it. Albert's got to grade it and fax it in, but Eric went ahead and ordered my baker pants. Yay, I don't have to wear jeans anymore. And I should get those soon and stuff, and hopefully get my raise and things, so that makes me happy. Not much else to report. I thought this morning I'd be a little bit silly and introduce you to my critters in my room. I have this thing going with stuffed animals. I'm not a huge stuffed animal freak, so I don't want people, if certain people give me them, it's fine, because I'm very sentimentally attached when they have sentimental attachment to them. I always have been. I have several boxes full of them at home, and I weeded through a bunch and gave them away to, what we call CARE. It's the Kalkaska Area Interfaith Resource, I think. It's like Salvation Army or a Goodwill type thing for our local thing at home. And I gave a bunch of stuffed animals and stuff to that. The ones that I couldn't actively sit down and think, okay, what is attached to this? Who gave this to me and why? And the rest of them I kept. But I still have a few, and I probably always will, because I get attached to them. But I have a few quirky ones sitting around here right now. Triste is back there, but I'm not going to pull him out. But this one is Flossie the sheep. And Flossie, I mean, come on, buggy blue eyes, it's great. She came with my mattress. I got a new mattress when I moved into the apartment. I decided when I came out here to Iowa that I just couldn't move my waterbed. A, it's a liability in an apartment complex, and B, it was just going to be too much of a pain in the rear to drain it and haul it and fill it and deal with it. No, just wasn't, and I couldn't fit a queen-size bed in here. My room, I have the cracker box room built in our apartment. Suzanne's room is much larger. And I physically could not get a queen-size bed in here, and this computer equipment and stuff, it just wasn't going to work. So I had to shrink down to a full, and I decided to buy a new bed, so I did. And when I bought it, they, as I was checking out, the guy came, I was like, I got one more thing for you, and he gave me a sheep. A Sturda sheep. I told Suzanne, I started to laugh, and I'm like, that made buying the mattress worthwhile just to get the sheep. So I have a number 75, and this is Flossie. She usually sits on my computer monitor, but I have my camera sitting there right now, so she will go back once I take my camera off. And this one I randomly choose names from. It was Florence for a while, and then it was Harry. I mean, it changes genders too. This is my Michigan wolf. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm a gray wolf addict. I absolutely love them. They're my favorite animal. Always have been. And I was like, well, horses won out for a while, but, you know, I love both. But for wild animals, gray wolf is totally it. This room isn't that wolfed out. I've got a few things. At home, I've got a huge tapestry on one wall. My comforter on my bed at home is wolves. I've got lots of figurines, and I've collected a bunch of statuettes and stuff, and that's my decorating thing, is wolves. I absolutely love wolves. But this one he's my computer buddy, or she's my computer buddy, depending on the day. And I mean, come on, it says Michigan on it. It's got a little fish and a tree, and it just, you know, it's cute. So when I don't even remember where I got this one. At home somewhere. Maybe I picked it up at Love from Michigan. Anyway, but yeah, so that's my Michigan buddy. I don't have my blazer out here. I have a little stuffed blue blazer. My mascot for high school was the blue blazer. Stupidest idea, really, but for calling it, I mean, why couldn't it be the dragons? Dragons sounds cool. Blazers just, it sounds like an article of clothing. But we were the blue blazers. So I had this stuffed little dragon that has blazers on it and stuff. It's cute. But the other one that I have, nope, I don't have Dovin on here either. My other one that I have here is Graham, and there's a story behind Graham. At Tar-Valon, we have, anyone who's familiar with Wheel of Time, those of you who aren't won't understand this, but those familiar with Wheel of Time know about the Ajas, and each one has, you know, certain characteristics and things associated with it. Well, when you get the online groups going, they quite often will pick more specialized type things to associate with mascots or logos or whatever, and most of us have tried to stay from getting too stuck on it. But at Tar-Valon, we do have our things, and in the Browns, it's traditionally been dust bunnies, you know, librarians, dust, you know, dust bunnies and cheese. I'm not sure where cheese got started, but cheese is one of the things. Books, obviously. The Browns, for those not familiar with Ajas, the sect, I guess you could call it, that I am in, is the Keepers of the Knowledge. So librarians and researchers and that sort of stuff. I'm typically more green, the battle Aja, than brown. I'm very much a forceful, strong person to get out there and be active and stuff, which is more green. But I have my brown side too. I mean, I'm a walking Watt encyclopedia, and I can never claim to not be brown. But anyway, in the Browns, we have the Dust Bunny mascot thingies, and everybody has their Dust Bunny. Well, I'm a rebel. I'm a rebel brown. Like I said, more green than brown. So instead of having a dust bunny, I up and announced that no, I'm going to have a jackalope. It's a rabbit still, but it's a rabbit with antlers that, you know, sharp pointy fangs. And so I have when we pull out our critters, other people have these, you know, little dust bunnies in their cigs, and I don't. I have a picture of me in the Lake District sitting on one of the big hills that I hiked up some morning. With a jackalope photoshopped and sitting next to me, like with his my arms around it, I guess. And this is Graham, the jackalope. Well, last year when we went to Corpus Christi, Texas for Annie Party, Padra, who is an absolutely sweetheart of a lady, apparently found a stuffed jackalope and thought of me and thought of Graham. And so I woke up one morning with this flying jackalope coming through the air and hitting me in the head, and I'm like, whoa, what is this? And I picked it up and I just started to laugh and I fell for it. And Graham is my buddy. Graham goes with me to all of the Tar-Valon parties. He stays here the rest of the time, obviously, but when I'm going to something Tar-Valon related, Graham goes. So this is Graham. This is my my brown Aja mascot buddy. He's so cute, isn't he? He's just adorable. He's got these like bendy antlers and stuff. But yeah, he's my my rebel sidekick. Not replacing Dovey, because Dovey's always my sidekick, but he's my rebel stuffed animal sidekick. So he goes in my suitcase when I go places. But yeah, one of my quirks. Okay, I think I've rambled enough for this morning. I will think of something more interesting to post about tomorrow if I make a post, which I probably will. This is introduction to Shannon's life, I guess. I'm just gonna keep chronicling things because it's fun. But right now I think I need to go get a shower because I'm just I feel like I'm covered in food, which I probably am actually. I didn't do any of the actual baking tonight, so I'm not covered in frosting and stuff as usual, but you get picky. So I need to go clean up and find some breakfast and hit the sack. So, excuse me. Everyone take care, and more later.